Bowser Jr., we've got the Lemmy going on.
Lemmy so close. We were looking for Iggy, but instead we got Lemmy. That's fine. He's pretty good too. But
Hey, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a Morton fan personally.
You watch too much Philly Smash. Anyways, yeah, we got
True.
Nier and Nestec. And yeah, Nier actually going to be the one pulling out the Kazuya Nestec with the Lemmy. Again, very close, my man, but not quite. But we will see that Kazuya immediately come out, try to get things going. Not a whole lot of big damage off stage right there, but against a heavy character, he's going to have a couple more opportunities to make that happen.
Yeah, from this mid-range, right, Bowser Jr. with that clown car has opportunities to play outside of Kazuya's burst range and find those openings, but so far it's just been the Nier show, right? One Kazuya combo, because of that clown car, you hit the bottom from below, he's a little bit heavier and is able to survive, but just and finding this opening, like this is an opportunity, but with how fast Kazuya can find any opening, it's still a tall hill to climb.
Yeah, not getting too aggressive with those ledge traps either, because Kazuya has some burst movement off the ledge, and he can just kick you right out of there. So Nestec gonna go down right there, Nier getting that first stock, but we are here at the ledge a couple of times maneuvering around that abandoned ship where Nestec was really looking for that to set up big time to get the Hell's Gate. Not the Rage Drive, because you do need to be grounded just like that to connect it, and just like that, we are at 102%, Richard.
Yeah, that pair, both the Rage Drive and the Heaven's Door were absolutely gorgeous, finding those command grab extensions, able to set up, find the read on the descent with that up special and close it out. We're seeing some great projectile set play here from mid-range from Nestec, and able to line up that clown bomb off the up special to close it out. It's just been it's just been Nestec trying to be creative, and then Nier wins neutral once and deals 90.
Yeah, definitely not the time to get creative when you're fighting against Kazuya, because he does not need to be creative to blow your stocks up quickly. Nonetheless, Nestec going to try to keep that mid-range game going. That is where Bowser Jr. excels, especially with a whole lot of he went for a third one, and I can't believe he had the audacity.
Yeah, bro, those Dragon uppercuts are terrifying. They just make you explode. The clown cart cancel into the up special, not going to find its mark. That wand is terrifying for Bowser Jr. And he just put the fear of Sparta into Lemmy right there. I'm going to be honest, with how hard he kicks, I want to know who does Kazuya's shoes.
True.
That cobbler is making bank.
Those things hurt. Dude, I just love that we didn't even get the kill streak. Just game. That's all we got. Yeah, Nier putting on a show right there, and yeah, not giving Nestec any opportunity to mess around, right? I mean, this is what Kazuya does. The most important thing to get down are those combos. We did see a couple of times where we did see Nestec show off those combos as well on the Bowser Jr. side, but it wasn't enough to keep up with Kazuya.
I thought Nestec's ledge traps were actually, and edge guards with the projectiles from mid-range were pretty impressive. It's just, how do you do so more consistently moving forward? How do you find more of those opportunities? Because it was often a reversal off an overextension that was able to get you, Nier put in the corner. It wasn't, hey, I'm winning neutral consistently. And you can't just let Kazuya have stage control for free. That's really the adjustment that I think Nestec needs to make in this game too. And what do you think of the Town and City counter pick here?
No, it's not bad. I think that no matter what stage you go on, you know, the blast zones aren't really going to play too big of a role in terms of what Kazuya can do to you. He's always going to be able to KO you off of just a couple of hits, right? So, you know, you have those closer side blast zones. I think the big thing is that you have those tall, you know, ceilings on Town and City, and Kazuya does like to try to get a lot of those KOs off the top. This might give you a few more percentages to live, but right now Nestec is going to have to make it back to the ledge first. Already taken 93%, and this means that one more electric, even one of those dragon uppercuts may be enough to do it.
And he put the fork in him right there. They're just trying to take a little bit of a bite. Like, Bao Zhao is that master of cuisine we all know and love, and trying to find the ledge trap. Nestec here with the back air. And as you mentioned, those short side blast zones, Kazuya is super heavy. Bao Zhao loves to kill horizontally, right? That's a huge benefit as well. Even though it's flat, this large open center stage gives you plenty of room to run away. And on those smaller stages, you just have nowhere to get away from Mr. Nishima.
Yeah, I think it's more about that hit and run play style, though. Sure. You're getting hit and you're running to the blast zone after those lasers. Yep. Love those snipes there from Nier to get the game right back to even. But yeah, the question is, how do you get that momentum back? Because I think on a lot of these transformations, you know, you're right, Ritual. I think one of the big things that Bowser Jr. has, I mean, in most matchups is that hit and run game plan. But on this stage, especially against a slow character like Kazuya, you got a lot of space to maneuver around with that game plan. Abandoned ship, not enough to do it, though.
Yeah, I love that cannonball on the platform as well. Just the slight stall into the abandoned ship, as you said, didn't quite find its mark, and now getting a taste of that healership right there, but not able to find the mark. The first stack just trying to wait for the read, and so Nestec able to reset the situation, gets him at stage control, and the air dodge getting forced out. That time the abandoned ship does lock it in, and one stock remaining. Nestec positioning themselves pretty well here to close out this game.
I think making great advantage of the stage right there. Escaping the combo too. You know, Nestec, you know, I think was almost hit by a little bit of the custom stuff, right? But definitely much more careful around that defensively. Love taking to the air there to avoid that crumple as well. Again, that burst movement off the ledge, something you have to respect from Kazuya. Mekakupa on the floor as well. Nestec really cooking right here in this game. Gotta make it back to stage. You got plenty of resources to do it, but look out with the Kazuya ledge trap.
Something we've seen very little of this game that we saw there was swinging with the wand right out of those abandoned ships. We saw it in attempt game one, but it's normally a staple of Bowser Jr.'s playstyle between the up airs, the abandoned ship swings, and we really haven't seen any of it so far. So there's a lot of set play that we've seen Nier do a very good job of avoiding normally Bowser Jr.'s strongest aspect, and right now, you know, it's trying to figure out how to compensate on that corner pressure, and instead it's just going to be a big old hug from those heaven's doors.
Oh, speaking of big old hard things, we got a big old hard read right there from Nestec, just demolishing that roll with that forward smash, taking that JV2 to the bank, taking us to a game 3 with it all tied up 1-1.
Yep. Bowser Jr. forward smash is just such a good move when it works. Being a multi-hit, every once in a while you'll fall out of it if you just if you just get caught at the ledge. So its effective range is slightly lower than it might appear, but it's so active. It lasts forever.
Not only that, it's a safe move too. Even if somehow that hard read resulted in the shield getting to go up, I think you'd still be fine because, again, very, very safe move. You just have to get your opponent in the right position to throw it out. But getting to go to a game 3 with it all tied up 1-1, as I said earlier. And if you're just tuning in for this block, all best of 5 here at Gateway Legends.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm loving this new wave of Ultimate Tournaments, realizing that, hey, all best of 5, it's very possible. We just have to be good TOs, and guess what? We have them. So we're gonna take it all the way. Nier opting for the Kalos counter pick. As you said, blast zones don't really matter that much for Kazuya because he just makes you explode. For Bowser Jr., though, it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle, and this big open center is Kazuya's homeland when it comes to these 0 to deaths.
I mean, you said it, and we're going to see that big combo take that first stock. I mean, it's a very plain and simple, cut and dry game plan for Kazuya, right? This is a flat stage, so if you're down here in the middle, scrapping with me, I get to do my combos forever, and you're going to have to land eventually, and that's where I get to do all my fun stuff. Love grabbing that Mekakupa while swinging out the wand as well, so an active hitbox and saving you from a big Kazuya combo starter. 4 hits of the 10-hit combo, 2 fits is plenty. Getting that Bowser Jr. back off stage. Lemmie will return, though. He will be back.
And we finally saw an up air there trying to get out of the ledge. Unfortunately, the abandoned ship just barely missing in that electric, just slightly shifting Kazuya forward. And we've seen very, of traditional staples of both these characters. Again, we've seen a few up airs. We've seen no crouch dashes either from Kazuya so far. It's been a very interesting, very game plan where it's just, I'm just going to only focus on my electrics.
And not really necessary too, right? As we do see that Rage Drive take that stock, Nestec down to the final one already here in this game 3. But yeah, those crouch dashes, not as big of a concern when that is your ground control game for Bowser Jr. You are going to use that cart to use your hit and run stuff. And those crouch dashes, they're not really going to gain you anything, even if you do somehow manage to just slink your way through that side B. And right now, Nestec getting quite a bit of momentum going. Hold on a second, we might have a game here.
Yeah, the way this is going, this could very much end up in a stock. Unfortunately, the abandoned ship going to be a little bit early. That being said, the hit and run from the clown cart coming in clutch, but the potential reversal, he's just going to miss it. This is Nestec's opportunity. He needs to find it, and instead it's going to be that Rage Drive once again, closing it out, going down 2-1. And I got to be honest, Kimona, with the amount of people that Bowser Jr. runs over, does he have the most felonies of anybody in Ultimate?
Not convicted felonies because he's still a free man.
You're right. That's what the hit and run is for.
2-1. That is our game count as well. And despite the hit and runs, I mean, that is really what you needed to establish playing Lemmie if you're Nestec, right? If there is one advantage to being on Kalos, it's that you have those side platforms. We were discussing that as an advantage on Town and City. It still applies to Kalos, but the problem being that you have a few less escape zones, and especially on those spots where it is completely flat, Kazuya is going to dominate. It's really all about who actually gets out to the game lead. And it was not the Bowser Jr. getting out to the game lead, so we will instead switch it up to Hollow Bastion, where you have a constantly present center platform. Now, this is a stage that Riddles loves a whole lot, but that precludes your combo game being pretty much perfect when it comes to that center platform.
You have to always hit those Furptex, as you said, and Bowser Jr. loves this stage as well. Speaking of Furptex, though, that one was perfect, trying to find the F-Smash, but Nestec somehow just barely avoiding it. That was the different weights of Bowser Jr. coming into effect there, getting caught on the top and got sent a little farther, but not able to hold on. And even though Hollow Bastion has those big FD-sized blast zones, it does not matter for Kazuya Mishima at all.
And he says, get off my stage too. 31%?
Yeah.
What?
Hell's Gate, that command input grab is absurd. Swinging for the F smash again, though, and not able to find its mark. And now the abandoned ship just forcing you back to the corner, getting a taste of his own medicine. And now it's gonna be Nestec just once more, trying to find a way back down to stage. Nier has been so good at finding reversals out of the corner.
And that is one of the things Kazuya can do if you're not careful. But Nestec keeping enough distance back to center stage, using that wipeout to take that stock. And we'll see if he can actually get some more damage racked up, playing very carefully around those dragon uppercuts, all that invincibility that Kazuya has at his disposal. Still staying alive, 112, that weight really coming in for this character.
Yeah, I love the attempt there as well, like trying to come off that Mecha Coup. Everyone is so creative. We really also haven't seen Nestec, unfortunately now down to that last stock, the Star KO, giving him a moment to breathe and maybe much needed. Grab any of these Mecha Koopas, right? Having it as an item, the Z-Drop, Z-Catch mechanic that is present with any item character can be so strong, especially against Kazuya. It just gives you a whole lot of extra flexibility. And him relying more on it as a ground control option is not really worked to his benefit with how easily Kazuya can just reflect it away.
No double jump right now for Nier, but Nestec not able to pick it up, drops that edge guard. Electric's not going to lead anything, maybe a little bit too much rage right now. That was a good DI by Nestec.
And that Tombstone Crusher on Shield was intense. I don't care if it hits or misses. Every time a Kazuya throws that out, it's my favorite thing in the world. Best move name in the game. The Rage Drive cracks a whole lot of damage on, but doesn't close out the stock. Forward throw barely not going to kill. That is the Blast Zones coming in to save Kazuya, but the late hit forward air. Bowser Jr. doesn't have a lot, but one thing he does is very, very active buttons.
Well, he's going to need a whole lot more than just some active buttons to get back into this one. You're going to need a little bit of extra weight, and does have it still in that clown card, sitting at 141%, but the next opener from Nier is absolutely going to finish it. He just punches the car mid-drive, says there will be no manslaughter today, even if it was premeditated. I don't care. You're going to the blast zone and not to jail, directly